Professor, there are big vendors such as OpenAI, Google, Meta. There's even more startups and a sizable open source community as well. Will we see rather big players dominate the market, or will we see the democratization of artificial intelligence?
Good point. Assuming that foundational models in combination with domain-specific applications and data will be the key components of future AI applications, there might well open up a big chance for smaller companies that specialize on particular domains of applications by providing domain-specific knowledge and services to customize AI to a customer's need. There are lots of initiatives like the open source Hugging Face Hub that makes open large language models and code for transformer models available to the public with help of small companies to keep pace with the rapid development in the field. So I think that definitely is a chance for democratization. Yeah.
Okay. In the rather comprehensive report by the Financial Times I already referred to, I also found multiple statements very interesting, including those by Yoav Shoham, an Israeli startup founder. He said, "The future will belong to smaller, specialist generative AI models that are cheaper to train, faster to run, and serve a specific use case. It's not about technology, it's the relationship with the customer. It will be a few takes the most market, not a winner takes all market. And lastly, scores of other startups which only provide a generic service and have no traction with customers will fail." Would you agree that smaller specialist models will win against the few broader purpose players?
Maybe it's not a question of winning, rather of coexistence. I would definitely agree that there will be a need for specialist generative AI models, and that companies specializing on domain-specific solution in combination with foundational models will have a good business case. But I think sort of the large players with the general large language models will not disappear. Yeah, you need extreme powerful computing machinery in the background and crawling technology to keep these large language models up to date and process them. So I think the large companies have some advantage, but it's a matter of sort of general application level versus sort of vertical
More
applications,
specialized applications.
more special applications, yes.
How can firms integrate their own proprietary data to make models fit for their unique purposes? What are implications on data protection of large language model operations?
Well, this is heavily researched right now. Yeah, there are various ways of combining generative large language models with proprietary data, depending on whether or not proprietary data need to remain proprietary. A promising path to follow, in my view, might be to use a general generative AI with general data in easy-to-use interface like the ChatGPT, and combine it with one's own data to give the general reply more depth and actuality. And there are several models on Hugging Face, for example, and on the internet in general, where people are already providing code for that. Yeah, and so I think one can have applications where you have the big models in the background, but to generate the answer, you rely on your own data and sort of a company's background knowledge.
But you referred to that earlier. Given the huge cost and resources needed to build those models and provide services, is it even feasible to run those even proprietary data powered models?
Well, the development of generative large language models has indeed been very expensive in the past, both in terms of hardware investment and time, as I already mentioned. However, to reduce the cost for computing generative language models is a very active field of research right now. Yeah, and so I expect that in the near future there will be companies that offer services to compute specific generative language models or have them on sale themselves. Nevertheless, we should not forget that lots of data will still be available in a structured way in form of databases that could also be used to enrich generative AI replies. Yeah, so it's not only text that you need to process in order to compute a domain-specific language model, yeah, but you could also use
structured data.
Structured data.
So, bottom line, how can the training become more specialist, cheaper, faster?
To get a first idea of the feasibility of a use case, one can rely on available data language models and open source frameworks like Haystack that allows you to place language models on top of any textual database. So there already is a technology available where people can experiment and try to build applications that suit their needs. Yeah.